Hi, today we're in a southern town known as Marietta, Georgia. And specifically, we're here at 12 Cobb Parkway in the town or city of Marietta. And I'm going to introduce you to the Big Chicken of Marietta. In the early 1950s, at this location, it was known as Johnny Rebel's Chicken, Chuck, and Shake Restaurant, and it was owned by S.R. Tubby Davis, and he was known for his restaurant here. And as this county got its first divided highway, he wanted to increase his opportunity for advertisement, so he created a 56-foot tall metal chicken with rotating eyes and a moving beak to bring in his customers. And that's what you see here today. It was in January, 30 years later, that this Big Chicken was built, that a big windstorm had come through here. So that was, let's see, 1963 is when the chicken went up. That was 1993. So in January of 1993, the Big Chicken was injured, and it was so well known that the locals demanded it be rebuilt by the owner. And even the pilots that were flying into Atlanta Airport and Dobson Army Air Base, they used to use this Big Chicken as a reference as they did their final approach to their landing strips. And so it was rebuilt as you see today. And it's known later that the business was sold to Mr. Davis's brother, and then later as a franchise to what we know today as Kentucky Fried Chicken. Hi, my voice might sound like somebody familiar from KTLA Los Angeles, the old former famous and former Huell Howser, but I'll assure you that I have no relationship to him. But today we're out at Marietta, Georgia, at a special location located here on 12 Cobb Parkway in Marietta. It's a special location. And in the 1950s, there was a restaurant here, and it was owned by a business name of Johnny Rebel Chicken, Chuck, and Shake's Restaurant. And that was in the mid and late 1950s that restaurant that was located right behind the cameraman here today. But in 1963, I want you to come over here with me right now. In 1963, in this county, it was the first location of a divided highway, and it was very popular. So to increase customer service here at this Chicken and Chuck and Shake location, a giant chicken was erected that was made of metal, 56 feet tall, with rotating eyes and a moving beak, and you might see it behind you. And then later, 30 years later, about 63, 73, 83, 93, that was about 2009, a large windstorm came through here and it took out the sign. And the locals said that they demanded the restaurant owner rebuild the chicken with the rotating eyes and the moving beak. And it was rebuilt. And I think in later, the pilots from Atlanta Harts Field Airport and also Dotson's Reserve Military Air Station. They demanded that the chicken be replaced because they used it on their final approach as a marker, knowing that the airport for Atlanta was nearby. But enjoy your finger licking good here at this location in Marietta, Georgia, one of the locations known for its famous Big Chicken, owned by Kentucky Fried Chicken, one of their franchises.